Remember when Toyota used to make all sorts of go-fast goodness back in the 80s and 90s? The Supra, the Starlet, the MR2, the list goes on. Then, one day, all that stopped, for a variety of reasons we won't get into here. For many years after, Toyota made cars for the masses, not the enthusiasts. Then, the first GR86 happened. Naysayers thought it was a small glimmer of hope, soon to be extinguished by the corporate overlords. Even the enthusiasts were upset over the Subaru collaboration. Mercifully, they were all wrong. Toyota's go-fast ranks swelled, and now it has an entire fleet of desirable enthusiast metal. The latest member of this desirable group of machines is the GR Corolla Morizo Edition. First and most obviously, Toyota uses the GR Corolla as the base for this hard-edged version of an already hard-edged hot hatch. That's fantastic news, even though we haven't driven it yet. We were fortunate enough to spend a little time in its smaller brother, the GR Yaris. To call the angry little GR Yaris a revelation is the understatement of the century. It's a rally-bred, homologation special that can corner like a housefly. It's about the same size as one, too. The GR Corolla uses the same recipe, a powerful turbocharged 3-banger paired with a manual gearbox and a full-time all-wheel drive system. You can even select the torque split, depending on what kind of fun you want to have. You can have 60-40 for safe daily driving, 50-50 for setting blistering lap times, and 30-70 if you want to practice your Scandinavian flick. The Morizo Edition is not your average special edition with a few badges and a little plaque on the dash to remind you how much money you spent on it. Of course, it does get model-specific wheels, badges, and that numbered plaque. However, it's far more than that. The Morizo is the result of Toyota CEO Akio Toyoda putting in an order for his own personal GR Corolla, because he's the boss and doesn't have to stick with normal optional extras like the proletariat. The GR engineers quickly realized that Akio created something really special, which would do wonders for marketing and the car's resale values. Only 200 will be made, and it will only be part of the initial 2023 model year run. So, what makes it so special aside from the plaques and badges? Power output from the 1.6-liter Turbo 3 is the same, 300 horses. But the engineers played with the software a bit, and the torque shot up from 273 to 295 pound-feet. Not that the average person would notice that increase, mind you. Instead, the most noticeable difference is the torque curve. Peak torque is only available from 3,250 to 4,600 RPM. So, the GR department dropped in a close ratio 6-speed manual and shorter differential gearing. Top speed won't be as high, but expect the acceleration to be explosive, much like the rally car this drivetrain is derived from. Besides, who needs top speed on a rally stage? At Carbuzz, we see manual shifting as an important form of self-expression. The idea of a close ratio box requiring more rowing than the Harvard Yale Regatta is certainly a win in an era slowly dominated by EVs. The GR engineers shaved 100 pounds from the circuit spec model. That's attention to detail you'd normally get in something from Stuttgart, not in a hot hatch. The wizards at Gazoo Racing removed the rear seats, gave it a carbon roof, and removed all of the stuff rear passengers would have normally used. It has no rear speakers, window regulators, or cup holders. Toyota even removed the rear wiper blade and motor. Unfortunately, that means you won't have a way to wipe away all the hater tears. By far the best part is the rear seat delete. Toyota ensured that the space left was big enough to fit 4 Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires on 18-inch wheels. Now, the GR Corolla comes with a set as standard, but we'd certainly end up throwing some gravel tires back there instead. These cars will surely see track time thanks to a firmer suspension setup, 3 additional braces, and get this, 349 additional spot welds to increase body rigidity. We'd rather put that to use on a rally stage if we're being totally honest. On the inside, Toyota gives you an ultra suede wrapped steering wheel with a red center marker, and, because you need to drive other places as well, the 12.3-inch infotainment system is still there, as is Toyota's SafetySense 3.0. That comes with all of the latest driver assist features. Unlike the Camry, this won't be going to the grandkids. This is the kind of car you love so much, you get buried in it. Just make sure you don't do that yourself in the middle of some Finnish forest.